There we are, the other 2600. This is a 1966 model, so Series 2, I believe. And the tax disc says 30, it's got 983, which is about right because all the newspaper clippings and stuff with parts for this car is from 1984. So this car has been stored away in that garage for 40 years. Unbelievably, it was a little bit outside before that as well. So it is, of course, looking pretty raggedy and horrible at the moment. This back was up against a wall which has fallen down, so it's a bit more corrosion in the back. But overall, I've been crawling underneath it and looking at bits and pieces. I've removed the calipers in the front so it actually rolls. And I would say this car is perfectly restorable. It's not even that bad. There's of course patches here and there, but a lot of this stuff around here is not bad at all. This car's not been washed for a good part of 40 years. And yeah, got lots of the parts, we got bits and pieces, we got a lot more things in the other shed, so we got pretty much everything we need for this car. But what I want to do, oh, it smells good in here, doesn't it, Indy? Here we have a piece of newspaper. I don't know if we have the date on that. No, we do not, but I've had other newspaper bits saying 1984, which adds up nicely for this. Lots of pieces and bits and bobs, and all this stuff in the dash would probably come up all right, including the steering wheel, which is not split and looks good. Hey there, Indy, you're happy? Yeah. This door is very nice, it's not rusty. These Series 2 cars have a lighted reflector in the doors for safety, of course. And this is the second series electric windows, no more winches and hoists, but it's there. And it's there in the other door, which is fantastic. I'm sure we'll coax these back to life, which I think is pretty special. I'm gonna have a little look in that. That's the owner's logbook, which is really cool. So far, the floor and everything seems very nice and solid here. There's a rear window demystifier, it's pretty cool. And fortunately, I'm finding, here's the original seat belts, but not just that, there is trim. So here we have the window openers on the side. It goes in here, so that's great. And various stuff. The beige interior I have is for the brown car. Yeah, these have these little covers that go on top. But anyway, finding some nice pieces. Look at that, door handles in really good condition. That will come nicely on here. Oh, smells good, doesn't it, Indy? Huh? Smells good. But yes, not completely impossible. We have 2 extra air filters here, the middle part, so that's good. That means we have at least 3-4 sets of air filters. This car is really not that bad. And looking down here, yes, it's had a knock, it's a bit of fillers, had touch up. I believe that is the original paint. That's the touch-up paint, and this is the worst of the rust. Is in the back around the valence. The other car, mind you, has the valence chopped off, so I'd like to buy 2 sets of valences. The idea was kind of to sell this to fund other projects, but I want to squirrel it away and possibly just restore this and make this a really nice car. The other one a good driver. And down here, you see this is all the original steel, which is rare. It's all good in here. It's got a couple of patches here and there, but all the fenders, even this, nice and solid. So this is good project. New lower door skin. Do that. Do a couple of patches around where I know there's a little bit of fiberglass in here. Do that and start sanding it down for paint. And we got the engine gearbox, apparently a rebuilt engine. But of course the water pump is now stuck because it's had water in it for 40 years or 30 years. Not a good thing. Anyway, I figured this is going to come under a roof soon. But until then it has to spend a couple of months outside. I'm sorry, but that's the reality of it. Unless somebody comes to pick up my Jag. But for now, I'm going to give this a quick wash. And a little scrub. Of course, it's the time wasting Olympics, but it will look a tiny tiny fractional, a tiny bit better than what it does now. So that's why I'm gonna do that. It's about 5 degrees outside. We have the average color of the sky, which is gray, and yeah, let's put this on time lapse to give it a wash and have a quick run around. Little job here on the brown car is just to loosen the front calipers. I'm just dismantling this, which of course is stuck as anything. So I'm starting by getting the pipes off. These actually move, and I've got one bleeding nipple that's actually reusable. The condition of the inside is promising. That's really good. So hopefully I can rebuild these calipers. So that's the car washed. I don't think you can see much of a difference, but might be colorblind. But when I first saw this car, I kind of thought brown. It's obviously had a partial respray. But I got my polishing cloth out and I started going, and that would be more the correct color. You can comment, let me know what you think the colour is, and if you're an Alfa boy and you know what this is, please let me know. But I would say that's more of a grey, like a dark grey colour than brown. So the light fluctuates, but when you look quickly like that, you could easily mistake it for brown, but it isn't. There you go, that's more, there you can more see the contrast now. You can see the overspray that's gone there, and that's more the original paint on top. So yeah, I think this could be a really smart looking machine, very sophisticated. What do you think? Did a little polish test area here, and now the light is fading, but the color I'm getting is kind of a gunmetal grey more than anything else. It did look grey, kind of a brown before when it was dirty, but now that it's been cleaned, it does look a bit more grey, and that's cool because I like that color. If you're wondering what this is just a bit of wax oil been sprayed on all the rusty bits after it dried up, in order to, well, try and prevent oxidation while it's standing outside, which it will do for a few more days until we clear up some inside space for this sporting machine. Anyway, that's the quick condition report on the more dismantled 2600. Overall, I think it looks pretty good and solid. Underneath, it's got more of the original metal than the other car. They're both quite solid, but this one is further away from being a road-going car, and potentially a good candidate for a full restoration. Hope you enjoyed that video. Until next time, have a good one.